Regular traders about 12:30. Back live again. After that short, took a little profits out of them. Thank God I pulled the stop down and I protected myself from a thing turning against me. Scratch stopped me out of my balance, and I needed to see a little bit more with this particular entry because I thought that if they rolled down one more time, the big short was in play. But this market is just refuses to give anything back. And now I got a little different picture developing because the Dow has tapped its furthest support level and is trying to rebuild back up. Probably can use a lot of help. It'll need to get above 81, 82 for this thing to change pace. Otherwise, the downside could still be in play. Might be the first time that everything might be going in the same direction, but we'll have to just see. This has been a not event today, traders. It really has been. Wish I had a better day to be doing this for you. But a couple of the trades I played out fairly well. I mean, profitable. They weren't breakaways, but it's not a breakaway day. It's an inside higher day, and you got to manage yourself accordingly, knowing that. So you can see when we had that short in, I talked about 20, and I didn't expect it to stick as hard as it did, but it did, and completely reversed. So is that all they're going to give us to the downside? I don't know, but it is just strong, and it continues to hold. And like I said, it's getting a little help now from the Dow. It's got to get over 81, 481, 23, 481. And like I said, this picture here in the Dow is not particularly good on the 15-minute chart, but we're just going to have to see. And I'm watching this trade. I'm going to leave this on for a little bit, and I'm just going to shut my speaker off and so much I can talk you through. This has been just one of those days, and we're just going to have to see what it's all about. So we finally got momentum building. If it could get over three, we might be get some energy to blow these highs out. One of those days, they just kind of teasing you. I admit they were showing some significant signs of a retreat, but Dow held S3. I talk about the extremes. That would have been a golden long in the Dow, by the way. But I didn't take that because I wanted to see the effect it might have had on ES, and it didn't have much at all. And you can see here it's coming into its trend line right now, right around 78. Like I said, your MAs are right here. We're going to find out real soon what this all means. There's 80. It's the MAs it's hitting right now. That's the Dow I'm talking about, by the way. So again, we got good momentum here. It's over three. Generally, it usually ignites a little extra push to the upside or whatever that momentum just. All right, I'm going to now tick off, scratch stop, dump this, and this, I gotta assume we're gonna blow. We should take out the highs now, but we will find out. The market just continues to show unbelievable strength, even at these levels. Absolutely amazing. see the Dow is really picking up nicely. It's all taking place from S3 and challenging their moving averages right here that are hovering around 490, which is where they just stalled. So it's either going to catapult higher or reverse. I don't know. There's a tap at a high contract high, daily high. Momentum's good. Momentum down here is really good. We'll just see if it's got enough. Strange trading session. Momentum is still strong. At least strong enough that they should bust these highs out. Maybe get us up to R1. Simply working the crowd up here. So I hope you guys get a pretty good idea of what these all these markets are doing together. You can see right there, we are actually 478, 92. We are sitting right at these moving averages right here on the Dow. Just don't know what it means. No. Dow's been under pressure all morning. After making a contract high, actually, of 33,712, and proceeded to break 200 points off of that. Uh, just don't know if they're going to go back and challenge those highs. Just don't see it. I really don't, but just be patient. That's all you can do. Now that tapped the contract high, so you gotta be careful. Probably asking yourself, why should I just take these off and be done with it? You know, I managed to take a couple handles on half my position. At this stage, might as well lay, see how it plays out. I gotta believe that if they can just blow through this high, that they should make a run for R1, and I'm willing to take that shot. So a little easier after you've made some profit on your position, and you have those extra poker chips in your favor. And you're asking why I got in so late is because, you know, when I play off of this platform and I have a ribbon like this that's extending down, sometimes price comes up to it and it can roll over again, which it did. And it kind of stalled again at 21, but it came right back up. And that's when I decided that it wasn't it wasn't going to roll over for good, and that the challenge was going to be back up to the highs, which is what they've been trying to do for since 9 o'clock, and just have yet to get over the top. So this time I'm going to stay with it. Wasn't the most ideal long position, but let's again just look at the patterns you had, and 22 was the hold for most of the morning until they broke out when I took that 23 short, and I managed it well, but it reversed hard, and it all took place right here where the Dow reversed from S3. So it's all about locations and how they react to price, or price reacts to it. This could come down to 475 and still hold. And the Dow is just kind of lingering on this trend line right here, or actually right at their MAs. I'm so sorry this thing is running so long. Like I said, it's been a tough, challenging session, really tight range. But I think I'm proving the fact that you can still make money even in these tight ranges if you're really consistent with your entries and paying close attention to what the institutions are doing, if in fact they are involved. Although today hasn't been, it came in, they've been holding around 22, 23 area. So all we can do is wait. I got a little concerned about how this will play out between 1 and 2. If this rolls over, I'd really like to see it push first through R1 and then consider a reversal short maybe if it plays out. This doesn't seem to be that kind of day. I mean, just pretty much sticking with what it's been doing for the last 7 trading sessions is going higher, making higher highs. The Dow is trying to make a case to go higher. You can see on a 15 right here, first blue bar, actually a second, and we failed. Question is, do we have enough to get it really going? If it does, I assure you that we will probably see R1 if we could get through 33.5. And this is how you kind of help yourself in terms of whether you have a position in either market. All right, guys, come on. Let's show some love to the upside. Come on. Sometimes you got to pull that whip out at that pony. Come on, baby. You see the Dow is really trying, and it's got underneath everything for it, although Momo is diminishing ever so slightly, but it's high. That's high. It's over 6. And in this platform, anything substantial over 3 is bullish, and under 3 is bearish. You can see here, we've been holding up the whole time. Just it's been one of those sessions, guys. I can't talk us through the highs. I can only hope it gets there. Now it's not like there's a substantial amount of offers up here, so we'll see. If I saw a couple thousand up here, I'd look at this a little differently. So you can get rid of this chart. That line can go. And so could this. And this trend line has changed completely. Bringing in support now around 23, which is where this commercial, best commercial, tiny commercial buy zone is kind of pushed us to where we're at now. Yeah, about to tap 1 o'clock. Dow at 33.5. In fact, they're now at S2. So area to area. That would have been a really nice long in the Dow. Could have got this, and although they really tried to squeeze people out right there, then they came at last pull down to 33,448, and then that was it. So, but that's a red to blue turn. That's usually a significant strong turn in this platform. And now it's whether or not this could be an S2 breakout going up. You can see it's changed the Momo completely in the Dow, but it needs help. So let's just see what happens. So 7 even. This thing could literally come down to 4 even and still be good to the upside. Probably not the best location for my stop, but it also could be the turning point. So either way, I'll take it and be done with it. The Dow is trying to push. See that little push right there now at S2. It's helping things. There we go. Finally, we took out the high. So I'm going to
Order submitted. Order canceled.
and
Order submitted.
that's it. So no matter what happens here, I'm making money. Let's just see if we can get to R1. And the Dow is really getting some legs. And this is how you play. There we go. And there's our one tapped. And I can get rid of this.
Order canceled.
And, I'll just leave that there. I was going to take it up to 6. But, and that's playing alongside, guys. Even from extreme highs. Red to blue turn. So I'll box this in once again. You guys can see exactly what's going on in live entertainment. And it's kind of why I put my orders either at the price or below it, just for this reason alone. Yeah, they could go back up there again. That's fine by me. At least I got something off up there. There we go. One more push. The Dow's doing. Nice turn run by the Dow there. And all of this is coming from here. S3. Locations, guys. Location, location, location. This is what I preach in my trading and to what I like others to get. Just take a look at it. Moving averages, pivots. Moving averages, pivots. See if it's got one more jack up. Interesting location for a commercial buyer right there. I don't know. Does that mean we're going to blow through R1 and make a new higher high? I certainly hope so. Oh boy, God, this has been tough. So if I'm fortunate enough to get this last entry up there, I'm going to take a little break, and then I want to see how the price plays around R1. See if it's got any power in it to give us one more high. Oops, sorry about that. Actually, the Dow is doing a nice job. It's got a lot of strength. See how price really stayed above this ribbon, and look at how this ribbon continues to push. And that's usually indicative of higher prices, and that's why I pay a lot of attention to it. Although this is a hell of a lot to go through, but this market is just so bullish. There's just, it is what it is. You gotta just go with the trend until it proves otherwise. Okay, but it made my life a lot easier had I just bought the pivot. But why that was so hard for me was because I was in a short. I was getting out of my shorts down here, and then it turned, and at that stage of the game, I kind of let it go. And I probably, right here, that bar right down to here was probably your last shot to get on board that reversal. They try to shake it down one more time, and that's what I was concerned about, is that it might rotate one more time down. It didn't. So I missed it. It's okay. I got it here, and it turned out profitable. And we still can't get through. So I don't think you need this. Well, I'll leave it here as a reference. And you can just see how the Nasdaq's kind of just beating to its own drummer. Although the Nasdaq made a new high today too. Actually, or was it just now? Oh, I guess that was. So that was their contract high right there. And they just rolled over and rolled over and rolled over. Broke 100, 28, 20, 20, 30 points. Not a big deal. All right. But you can just see, don't ever allow the NASDAQ to initiate your positions in ES. But sometimes you will see the NASDAQ, if it does correct, it will prove something at times. But in the intraday, when you get these little rollovers, I wouldn't look too much into it unless you actually are trading the Nasdaq. And I don't have anything until all the way up here at 951. And I would have preferred, if I would have saw this push through here and then reverse, I would have considered that short. Like I said, I like trading it from the extremes. So that's that. And the Dow is calmly sitting itself above our S2, reversed completely nicely here. We'll see if it can make its way up to 545. Or maybe not. All right, I'm going to let this play out, guys, and I'm going to watch to see what happens, okay? And I'm going to come back for the last 45 minutes, all right? Talk to you guys.